I'll go to the next question and I'll come to you. We only have 3 more minutes left. See what you the questions keeps coming in when it's time for us to go, and I hate going over time. We could probably go 5 to 10 minutes over. Let me get to Ruth's question. Sister Faye, please clarify your question. I want to address it. Sister Faye says, my attention that I was still bitter and have unforgiveness. The Lord showed me that I had that towards him. Sorry, let me start from the beginning. I have set boundaries with the individual, even withdraw myself. But since a repetition of why I set the boundaries, anxiety came over me. The Lord led me to speak to a church sister and brought to my attention that I was still bitter and have unforgiveness. The Lord showed me that I had that towards him. I prayed about it, but how do I talk to the person about unset forgiveness that I had holding on? Okay, so I'm assuming you were holding on forgiveness to the individual, sister Rufi. Okay, if for there's always this desire for our perpetrators to know our pain. There was always this desire. In fact, sometimes we hang it on that, and some of us have not had closure because people don't understand, or they will not acknowledge the pain we go through. Now, two things with this. Forgiveness is not predicated on a person's ability to even understand you, accept what you've said, validated what you've said, or even will come to a realization and give you and tell you that you were right, I'm wrong. You may never get that satisfaction. So that's the first thing you have to be aware of. The second thing you want to be aware of is the fact that, you know what, if the person is willing to acknowledge what they have done, then you very well might get what you need. But it shouldn't put your forgiveness on hold. You should approach the person if the person is open. Remember, the person has to be open. And if the person is not open and they are mental, you may make things even worse for yourself, because forgiveness hangs on your ability to trust in God. Forgiveness is between you and God. So I do applaud your courage, because you said you approach a sister. You need to, if forgiveness is paying a debt because you owe the similar debt the person owes. So it is more between you and God than the individual. So if the individual is willing to talk, is willing to address the issue, then okay, go for it. But don't hang your forgiveness on that individual's ability to understand you, validate what you said, authenticate it, or even accept the responsibility and say, you know what, I'm sorry. They very well might not take or even acknowledge you or what they've done. But yet God still can forgive you. God still can heal you. God still can appreciate. You still can appreciate God's forgiveness, even though the person, because forgiveness is not between you and the person. It's more between you and God. You could try to reconcile, but I would not advise you to reconcile that individual if the person is not willing to accept the responsibility. I don't think reconciliation is possible at this point, because if they don't accept responsibility for the action, that means they're gonna do it again, and you're gonna be codependent. You don't want that. So may God bless you. My favorite song is on. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of this world will go strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in his wonderful face, and the things of this world will go strangely dim in the light of